Hang on. Simply Irresistible video. Robert Palmer.
Does it need to be lower, brighter?
No, it's like perfect for that video. No, that's not a bad thing. I'm telling you what, Fenty highlighters are like, what the fuck is up? Because I can use a lot and I love it.
Yeah, I still don't use any highlighter.
I do. I like makeup.
Well, I love makeup too.
But I like all different kinds.
So, what am I doing here?
We're gonna record now.
Well, we're live already. So why don't you tell the people why we came up with this topic?
Well, because I'm a dirty little pirate hooker from Whore Island, and
See, but I didn't get that when you were leading.
No, I didn't either. So I did a meeting earlier on vices, healthy or not, because I had a discussion today with my sponsor, and I was like, what? I'm just not going to ever be able to have fun anymore? Because I get this way, and I'm sure people can relate if you're in recovery, where I'm just like, I can't have nicotine. I'm not supposed to have any alcohol or drugs. I can't snort
what the
anything.
fuck am I supposed to do with my life?
Right? I can't snort anything. I can't have anything. I can't have dick. Like, what? And what I got from this was, honestly, it wasn't about like the sex thing, but it really went that way. Yeah. I don't think most of us can do anything very healthy in moderation with boundaries. In recovery, we just have to learn. And unfortunately, we have to learn the hard way, where we have to just do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I alluded to in what I was saying, you know, that for me, so first of all, I'm Leslie, I'm an alcoholic.
I'm Rachel, I'm an alcoholic.
So share your lead. I mean, you know, obviously it's not going to be verbatim.
Yeah. So my lead was this. Like, what do we do for fun? Like, what are you doing for fun in recovery? We have all these rules and suggested they're suggestions, but I'm going to say rules because we're not in an actual meeting, so it doesn't matter, about what we're supposed to do. And now I'm doing the fourth step and I'm writing this shit down and inventory this and that, and like traumas and things are unearthing, and I'm getting deeper into this process, I call it unearthing the onion process. We call it that because it's like unlayering an onion. There's deeper, we get deeper to the heart of the stink. That's what I call it, because it's like we're working on the bullshit, and it's emotional, it's a lot, and I just need to let off steam. And there's times where I'm like, I still want to fuck something out, like I need to get crazy. Is that because I'm an addict, or is that like a normal human? I just need to release the beast. And like, what do I do for that? Do I have like 50 chocolate bars? Do I masturbate? Do I grab a stranger on the street? Do I start like a friendly relationship in hopes that it's romantic? But we all know that can't happen because I'm going to get too hung. You know, everything I do is just going to be too much. Am I not going to have, even if it's healthy, I'm going to go all the way like keto for a bit, where I do nothing and I take everything away. If I read books, it's all I'm going to do. It's just,
right.
I don't know. So that's how
your question in your question. You answered yourself in asking that question.
Pretty much.
You know, because essentially when we say, oh, I need a healthy outlet. Yes, we all do. Right. I am blessed that I am a musician and I can healthily deal with that during the school day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my passion. You know, I get to teach music every day. And when I'm not feeling it, I can change what's planned, you know, so I have a blessing in that way. But I think the root, what it comes down to, I think we were addicted to a certain lifestyle,
mm-hmm.
not necessarily the drug. We were addicted to the feeling of
impulsivity.
Right. And then we realize okay, well, that's where I was getting in trouble, blah, 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 or whatever. I was doing drugs. I was doing whatever. But we're just trying to replace a void that we were already trying to replace with whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So when you said, whoa, what am I supposed to do? Nothing. That's the point.
Yeah.
Normal people I don't think, crave. Well, that's not true. I think that most people have some sort of addiction, whether it's exercise, whether it's cleaning, blah, 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 blah. Those things just don't happen to get them in dangerous situations.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But also, like, I was never the one that wanted to go out and party ever. I mean, even in my heaviest drinking, I would plan certain events for my ex-husband, like a birthday or something, because he liked that.
Mhm.
And then I would use that as a time to drink excessively in group settings. But I was never a partier. And so I never desired that when I got sober. I wasn't like, well, now how am I going to have fun? Because my fun is chilling at home. Okay. So I think that normal people are typically like, yeah, I come home from work and I chill and I have a beer and that's it. I mean, that's okay. And I'll take my wife to dinner on Saturday night and then we'll sleep in and it'll be a great weekend. You know, I think that's how normal people function, or how we're supposed to function, or whatever. Because I did have a normal life at one point. And I am right now not obsessing about what am I going to do on Friday night, or what am I going to do on Saturday night. I have nothing to do, but I've gotten comfortable. I have been forced to be comfortable in being alone, in sitting and just watching TV. And going back to what you said at the beginning, I think that is what we have to do. We have to go through doing the nothing, normalize that. And then, okay, am I someone that wants to go to a symphony? Am I someone that wants to take in a theater production every month? You know, like you went with Mike to the Muppet exhibit, right? You enjoy doing things like that are not partying, that are not, you know, attention seeking. It's just going and having fun. And so I think you know what to do. It's just in your times of antsiness, when you're uncomfortable with yourself, the solution is to fill it with an old behavior, be it drinking or sex or excess eating or whatever. The fact of the matter is that we're trying to fill something that doesn't need to be filled in that way.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's, you know, a few things came to mind. It's like truly being addicted to chaos. I think that's the name of the game. And also, you know, I don't know why, but it popped up, like, no matter how far down the scale we have gotten, and really maybe some of us have to go further than others, because the learning process of knowing how far that is, or if you really have a problem, or for me, knowing that I really had a problem, it took a while.
Yeah.
Because I was a partier and I didn't know that that was good or bad. I thought it was normal, but normalcy, that's subjective. It really is. It's not inherently so one way or the other, which is why really it's a spectrum. It doesn't truly exist. It's just, it depends. And yeah, no, I'm glad that I had a meeting like that and that we're talking about it, because it's calmed me down. And plus taking prescribed by doctor my pill I take for anxiety, because when I do have those, well, I have to say that.
Yeah. I was talking to your sponsor about it.
Yeah, I want to say that because it's important. And I need it. I need it. I'm not willing anymore to go into some panic attack or months long like battle with insomnia. I'm not doing that. I've
Right.
accepted that for what it is, and that's okay. And I use it and I'm not shy about it. But taking that and having a meeting and staying in the topic, even though I didn't want to, that's what I needed to do, not run away from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell my sponsees or anyone that I might be, helping along, focus on the topic right now. If you're going to go to a meeting, focus on what might be God-given at that moment, and if it doesn't come to you, if you're not inspired, then fine. But if something does, capitalize on it and share your truth, because you may help the next person. So you knew, I'm in a Nancy way, I'm feeling uncomfortable, I need to go tell on myself, basically. And you wouldn't say you were going to go out and do anything crazy, but you were like, what do I do with this? And you answered yourself in that meeting. This is what you do. You talk to other addicts and say, yeah, we all want to do it, but we got to calm down a little bit right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it put my mind back into that I'm not special. Like, this is in the fact of, I think when we say that too, if you hear that in recovery at all, it's not that people aren't special. It's that because we have to check our egos. We're an extra breed of egotistical fools in these kind of recovery groups.
And we talked about that last night with Brian.
Yeah, and it's very true. So it's like, I'm not special in the fact that I'm not the only person that feels this way. And I am allowed and entitled to these feelings, but I have to own them. And I'm not allowed to place it on others like my problems are the end all be all over everyone else's.
Right.
No matter what they be. And I have that down for the most part, meaning like I can go there and understand that concept over, I don't have to spiral into that. But it's, I still get, just like today, I was just like, God, what do I do with all this? Well, there's things I just didn't want to face. I did, but I was still really uncomfortable. And, I don't know. It's just not an easy gig, but I'm learning and I'm always willing, and I just go minute by minute. Because after this, like for the rest of the night, that's it for me. I'm done. I'm just going to hang. I need it.
I think you've taught me that.
Yeah.
That it's okay to just chill out.
Yeah, I have to just chill out.
My dad also, growing up, we were a business family. We had family. I mean, I know we've talked about my family business meetings before.
I know.
Like we got shit done, and when we were doing something fun as a family, it was cooking a grand meal on Friday night or whatever, it was healthy fun. And my dad was constantly like on edge, like got to get the work done, got to make money, because he was finally getting into the place where he had an opportunity, a career that he could grow in. And he got his bachelor's when he was 45. So like my high school career, my dad was constantly working, right? So that's what I learned. And my mom was too, because they were really trying to make ends meet. And my mom worked, just jobs to work. And when in 2004, I got married, my sister graduated the following December, and my parents were like, we're going to Miami. We're going and we're going to live our dreams now. And once I saw them in a setting where my dad's from, Northern California and loves LA. Like my dad would move to Palm Springs in a New York minute, but he doesn't want to live where they can't afford to live, basically, because my parents like to live a nice lifestyle. And so Miami Beach was where they went on their anniversary every year over my birthday. They would take their anniversary trip. Anyway, so once I started getting to know my parents now in this new mindset of where they wanted to be and where they were thriving, I saw my dad turn his phone off at night. Wow. I saw him sit back and watch TV. And here I am, 27 going, oh, I'm allowed to do that. Well, then immediately I went into a long torrid affair and messed my entire life up, So I've never learned how to just relax. I never learned how to just watch TV and not have to be texting someone. I never learned how to just come home and not immediately get in the shower and then start cooking dinner. No. So now what I do is I come home, I sit down, I walk the dog, sit down for a little bit, and I just chill out. But I was forced into doing that because I had no other option.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we are. Now I'm not afraid to be alone at night. I get lonely. Last night I was lonely, but I'm able to work myself through it now and be like, okay, this is okay. You're lonely in this moment. That does not mean you have to go out to the bar. It does not mean you have to go try and hook up with someone. You're not that person anymore. If you want to do something, get on the piano and sing a song. And so a lot of times, when I'm like, Sundays for some reason are my very lonely days where I've talked about that too. About 4:00 on a Sunday afternoon, I get this very depressive feeling. And it's been like that for a very long time. And I've had to work through that. What am I going to do? Well, I can watch a TV show I really love. I could play a game on my phone. I can talk to my best girl. There are things that I can do that aren't self-destructive, but also not necessarily work.
Yeah.
I don't want to distract myself out of the discomfort, because then I will never learn how to live with the discomfort.
That is very true. And I think that's the name of the game of why it's so hard for addicts and alcoholics to live, and why we go back out, is that exact thing right there. We especially cannot stand discomfort. And maybe that's why people find us to be weak, like the ones that don't believe in addiction. Because I've heard that a lot. It's just a weakness. So I'm just clipping my...
Who doesn't believe in addiction? The flat earthers? You motherfuckers.
Flat earthers. Yeah.
That's your corner.
No, I don't. I've been told that too. They think it's just weakness. And listen, there's all kinds, uneducated or not. And even if they are, some people still don't. Whatever. Who knows? I don't even go into it. I just keep.
Have you watched The Pentaveret on Netflix with Mike Myers?
No.
Oh my God.
What
you
is
would
it?
love it. He plays like every fucking character on the show except for the women. It's amazing. It's about this. I don't want to tell too much, but it's about this. The Pentaveret is this group of, I don't know, like
flat earthers.
No, like the ultimate government. I liken it to the way that they like advertise themselves in the show. It's like the Church of Scientology, where they have like celebrity spokespeople and things like that.
Oh my
goodness.
And
so they're making all of these things happen. They're faking people's deaths to invite them to be part of their panel, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the first episode, it says, we're going to Con. And I was like, what is that? What is Con? And they kept referencing to it. So they get there and it's Canada Conspiracy Theory Conference.
Oh
and
my
it's so
God.
funny. You got to watch it. You would love it. Because you appreciate Mike Myers.
I do.
When I first saw it advertised, I was like, is he in something serious?
Does your Canadian friend watch that? He's all about the
friend?
conspiracy.
I haven't talked to him in months.
Hopefully he's not dead.
Maybe I should text him. Are you dead? I'm going to text him right now.
Philip, you're a douche, but I still wish the best for you.
All right. Archer, where are you? Oh, I forgot he has a different name on Facebook. Are you dead? All right, let's see if he answers.
His name on Facebook is Blumpkin Surprise, if anyone wanted to know.
Oh, I guess my boyfriend is finally tuning into our show, and he said it's a secret society, weirdo. The Pentaveret is a secret society.
Ah.
Yes. Why are you still doing makeup?
I'm not still doing it. I'm just reapplying.
Oh, he said only on the inside, so he is still physically alive.
Ah, okay, cool.
Tell
him I said hello.
And we
Fuck off.
were talking about you.
Why don't we bring Philip on? He has a lot to say about conspiracies. We haven't heard from Phil. We haven't heard from Phil forever. Come on, Philip.
Conspiracies. Oh, the flat earthers.
He is not a flat earther, is he? Jesus. He would be.
We, who's we? He says. He forgot
Me.
all about us. No, fuck you.
Why? He doesn't want.
I'm not. I don't want anyone to come on with us today, because then we'll get off topic. I don't want him to come on either, especially.
Oh, why?
Because he'll take over.
No, he won't. I mean, we don't have to, but he won't take over. I want to pick at someone. He's an easy target because he thinks I'm so weak.
I have someone that said he would come live today.
All right, let's do it.
But he's my boyfriend.
Oh, all right, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Do you want to come live? You have.
So for the first time when I say he better be hot, the first time you can say yes.
What?
All the other times.
Oh yeah, when I say I have a surprise guest.
Yeah, and I was like, he better be good looking. I felt really bad when it was John, because John's married, and bless him and his wife, because it's not like that. It's just my stupidity.
He's very hot, very intelligent and funny. I'll send him the link, but I know that he's got an afternoon planned.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like he's kind of in the middle. I know. What?
That, you know, when the kids belch in my classroom, I'm like, what do you say, you disgusting little weirdo? You know,
I say you're welcome.
And then yesterday I stand up and just it comes out, and I went, oh, excuse me. They were like, Miss
Kanata. That's cute.
Yeah,
there's never enough. I don't know, the makeup, it's like coloring a picture, painting, like this is what I do. Even before the podcast, I would just sit here. I don't know. Anyway.
If it's stress relieving, why not? It's like your own little stemming exercise.
It is. And I get better and better at it anyway. Yes, I want to poke at Philip. Tell him I said hello and to fuck off.
Well, let me see if my lover boy's gonna come on first, and then we'll go from there.
So what else did you want to say about the topic?
Oh, healthy vices. I mean,
yes.
For me, Frederico. Now everyone knows my boyfriend's name is Frederico. I don't think I've ever said his name on air in respect of his privacy. I don't even know if he can hear us right now.
He's still connecting. Audio. He's connecting to audio. He's not on yet.
Yes. So my boyfriend is called Frederico Rodriguez, and he has to turn his camera on.
His name is not Frederico.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. And it's Fred. It would be Frederico, not Frederick White.
It is completely Frederico.
Oh my gosh, he's so he's the best guest star we've ever had on the show.
How dare you?
When do I get a hot man? When is this happening?
We'll introduce you to someone.
Ugh.
I got a homeboy.
No.
Oh yeah. Is he there?
Well, I got that homeboy.
That is a handsome kid right there.
Ooh.
His son.
Oh, well,
Well, what were you gonna say, darling? Didn't you want to come
What?
on and didn't you want to come on and share some things?
Did I? I don't think I did. I was just
making a sneaky peeky on the podcasty.
what?
She said, "Are you making a sneaky peeky on the podcasty?"
What's a sneaky peeky?
Like a sneak peek, like you're just coming in to say what's up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, he's so handsome.
I didn't get all of what was going on, so I just kind of caught the last end of it and started talking shit.
We were, yeah, that's what you usually do. That's
Tammer it. He's like, it's
Yesterday I was really bad.
society.
Oh, the pentaverate. Yeah, you couldn't even think of what it was fucking called. You're like, it's this thing, it's this, what is it? It's a thing. No, it's a secret society. They're like the fucking the Illuminati or all that other shit.
I didn't know what that was either. I thought it sounded
Illuminati.
like,
Thank you. Thank you.
It's like the Illuminati.
They're like a mentally retarded Illuminati.
Yes, it's
No.
so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not mad at it.
And Mike, it's like, so I'll tell you this one thing. They start out in Canada and they go over to America to find out about this
What's
conspiracy.
it all about? What's it all about over there?
They start out in like, regular old timey format TV where it's not widescreen. And I was like, why is this like this? It looks terrible. And it like the screen would flick as if it had like a video interference in certain and so as they cross over to America, they play Neil Diamond. It's like, we're coming to America. And the screen widens and the picture gets like clearer and more in color. And it's like everything's better in America and Canada's
You know
like,
what? Look, check this out. All right, so on both sides of the fence, I'm going to say fuck you because I'm Canadian. I was born in Vancouver. Okay, so you want to talk shit about Canada? I call it Canadian. You want to talk shit about Canada?
No,
I'm coming for you.
I think that our next guest who will come on is a Canuck.
I'm a fucking Canuck.
I was
I'm also
married to a
married.
Canuck. It's cool.
No, I love the Canadians. I really do.
I'm just
Guess
gonna
you
let
can't
that
really
one go.
live life till they have a little Canadian in you. Eh?
Hey,
Hey,
check it out, Hoser. Take off. Get out of town, eh? All right, like I'm telling you right now, Hoser. I'm coming for you. Talk shit about Canada.
I saw more Canadian than you, though. I'm closer to the border.
ooh, those are fighting
I'm
words.
SoCal.
It's true, though. I've been
SoCal
told
through
that
and through.
often.
I'm SoCal through and through. HB,
You are.
Orange County, all day.
I
But-
know it. I
But I
know
was
it.
born in Canada.
All day, every day.
Her day.
I'm so Midwest. It's not even funny.
Oh, he just said he can't come. He's leaving for work in 10 minutes.
You tell him he's a douche.
Bye.
Douche.
I think we just did. I think.
Did he
because-
listen?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in here? Hi, Phil.
Oh,
Hi,
your
Phil.
mom is texting me, Leslie.
Is she really? Is she watching?
She's watching.
How is
apparently.
mom doing?
Your mom is
they're-
texting me.
They're in a
She's like,
conference.
ooh, looking good, Justin.
Oh, poor.
There you go. Name reveal.
telling you.
Bam.
Your mom is like my favorite person on the planet. Literally. Like, I love
Aw.
that lady. That woman has
Yes.
got a heart of solid gold.
Yep.
She's amazing.
She digs him too.
She listened to our oh my gosh, what we had a
4
4 hour
hours.
podcast. I don't know where it went, but it was amazing. It was still fun.
Yeah, she was all involved and everything. She was like, yes, absolutely. You're right.
Aren't you guys supposed to have like a topic or something, or you just like sit here?
Yeah,
and
we had a
ramble?
topic.
We did. We
Vices.
talked about
What-
healthy vices, and she was being very serious when you were like, I want to come on. And I was like, no, you can't right now. I have
I would-
honored that with her.
I've never, I would never do this. Never. I don't know why. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
I figured because you're willing, that's good. That's a good sign, right?
Well,
I think he likes me a
pervert,
little.
what are you trying to say?
Well,
Such
I
a
guess you're
pervert.
just, you got the Jonesins for the recovery.
What a pervert.
I am a
You're a
pervert.
prevert.
Correct.
You're a prevert.
I'm told.
So
Yes. I'm
kind
a
earlier.
pervert.
I was like, I was thinking about you, honey. He's like, you're a
Mm.
perv.
Takes one to know one. That's what I'm saying.
I guess.
I'm a total pervert, so yeah, I guess I know.
Isn't who isn't a pervert nowadays? I mean, the older you get, it's just more pervy out there. It's not like
No,
it's better.
the younger you get, you should hear some of
No.
the things these kids are saying in elementary school. It's
Oh,
Elementary
disgusting.
school. I don't
I
know,
got one
man.
right over
What do
here.
you do in
You wanna hear a
elementary
pervert?
school?
You want to hear a prevert? I got one right over here. He's a total prevert.
He's nuts.
He said
He's nuts, he said.
Oh
He's a
man.
prevert.
No, so the topic is healthy vices. And we were talking about how, when we get into when we're not drinking and we're not out partying anymore, like what are we supposed to do? Like life isn't worth anything. And so right
Oh,
now it's like you don't have to do anything. You
There's
just have
so much more.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it depends on where you live and what you use as a vice. Like here in
Mhm.
Southern California, it's surfing, or it's the beach, or it's snowboarding in the mountains. I mean, in Southern California, you can go anywhere. I mean, like within an hour or two, you could be in the mountains snowboarding or on the beach surfing. And those are good vices. I mean, they work.
But what we were discussing is most of the time what we view as a vice is something self-destructive. So, okay, I'm going to go out and bone this guy just to fill this void that doesn't need to be filled right now. Or I'm going to go and, take all of my pills to escape this feeling of discomfort. We don't
Those
think
are bad. Those are bad vices.
we don't
It can
I
be.
we
They
don't
sound fun to me.
I
they
mean-
don't think in the way of just having a good time, because we are trying to fill a feeling of discomfort.
Yeah, so it's like as to the reasons why you're doing or not doing an activity. If it's to feel like that discomfort, I would say probably not the best. I mean, it's human though, still, but
I love my new vape.
good.
Your mom says she owes me $50. And she said, ooh, now you owe me $50. What the fuck? So we're even.
Why? Did you bet
I don't
her
know.
$50 that you would never come on this show?
I think I did.
You
I think I
lost.
But
Dude.
then she said, ew, now you owe me $50. So I don't owe her anything. If she owed me, we're even.
Now,
Right?
yep, even Stevens.
Oh,
Man,
I
you're all
wonder
set.
if it's about smoking cigarettes.
Oh, is it smoking cigarettes?
I don't know.
Oh,
She has been very good about keeping the conversations between you and she confidential. She said it's none of my business.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's smart. As someone
I
who's been
know, you
divorced
told me
twice,
that. You
Do
told
it.
me that.
Yeah, that's smart because I've made that. If hopefully by my third divorce, I'll really have learned that lesson.
My mom texted me last week when you said two divorces. She goes, did she say 2 divorces? I said, yes. She goes, you better not.
Hey, it happens. It's not the plan of the year, but whatever.
Look, he's frozen. That's a
Oh, he's
really
totally
nice
frozen.
screenshot. I need to take a screenshot of that. He
We
looks
should all do that.
so hot. I always take screenshots and he gets mad at me, like really mad. Oh, gone away. Didn't catch it.
There you go.
Oh, he's texting my mom. That's why.
Ah,
yeah.
So like, yeah, that's all fine and good when you live on the beach.
Yeah.
But what about when you live, you know, like where I want to live, where I want to be is the Pacific Northwest. Where, you know, and I'm going there and I'm 3 weeks. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go. And I know what I will do. I will get up early and I will hike in the mountains and I will go fishing and I will just be and love that. But I don't live in a place where I can just do that. And I live alone, you know, and I get nervous sometimes walking my dog after dark around here.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, or you're snowed in like in Michigan.
I'm so used to being alone. I'm always like, I don't know. I think like either have my keys in my knuckles. Like I'm always like glaring at people. I try not to do that anymore, but that's how I keep people away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that. I know that feeling of I want to get out, I want to do something, but then again, I don't really want to see anyone and socialize.
yeah.
Like once I get there, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I know I don't. I'd rather be at home watching TV.
I just want, like, for me, I want like a family to, I mean, I know I have Matthew, but you know, like a full family to do things like that with. That's what I really enjoy. I
Yeah.
like being monogamous. I like being a part of a unit and a family.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm boring.
No, I don't
Very.
think that's boring.
No, it's very boring.
Just shut up right now.
It's totally very boring.
But
Because of
safe.
You
But
know who
safe.
else? Do you know who else taught me to just sit and be and watch TV and chill?
Oh, me.
This guy telling us that we're boring.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can you just shh for a second? We're trying to watch the movie. So talking during the movie is not okay. It's not okay. Okay, Catherine.
I do it too. I do it too, like crazy.
I said when we were at Christmas, I said, you will never, ever be able to watch TV with Catherine and Josh, my sister and brother-in-law. You'll never be able to do it. You'll kill him. And my mom says, or my dad goes, yeah, he'll think going to prison is better than watching a movie with them.
Oh no.
Oh no. In prison, everybody talks during the fucking movie too, and you just want to beat people up. You don't know how many fights. You know how many fights break out over people that can't keep their mouth shut during a movie.
Oh my
Lots of
God.
them. Yeah.
I think my favorite thing with Federico is that he, when we're watching something together, he'll be like, I'll be like, oh, that was so funny. He's like, shh, I'm watching the movie. And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, that was amazing.
Shut up. Shut up, nerd. You're a total nerd. I hate you right now.
But yeah, I mean, some of our best times together are just sitting and watching TV and just laughing and just being.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You know, and I love that. And if I'm not comfortable doing that with myself, then I can't truly be comfortable doing nothing with someone else.
It's true.
No. It's okay that I didn't clean the house this morning. That's okay. I did other things that were important. I did put my laundry in too late and I had to wash my pillows. So now my pillows will be wet when I go to bed. I do wash my pillows every month. Everyone should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Unless you go full scumbag like Federico over here.
I go full
I'm
scumbag
full-on
too.
scumbag. You don't
Because
go
I
full
don't wash
retard.
mine every month, but I do wash them
You
at
never
least like,
go full retard, but you can go full scumbag.
well, yeah, you can't come back
Full
from that.
retard, you can't come back from. Full
You gotta
scumbag.
watch Tropic Thunder to know what that is.
She's gonna cry.
Who's gonna cry? My mom?
No, you are apparently.
Why?
I don't know.
What's
Ask your
happening?
mom. I don't know. Ask your mom.
Did you send her the link?
The link to what?
This meeting?
No. Should I?
No.
Oh, my
Why
bad.
am I gonna cry? But yeah, the last time Federico and I were together, he was sick for 7 days, you know, and it was like, okay, this is normal life. This will happen. It's not going to be always going to the beach or driving in the mountains or whatever. It's normal life, and you have to be okay with it.
Yeah, life on life terms blows.
Right?
It does.
Such donkey dick.
Yeah, and unfortunately, none of that happened either. So I mean, no one was enjoying themselves.
You weren't sucking donkey dick?
Or you weren't sucking his donkey dick. That's what.
No, it's not very long, but it sure is skinny.
You know what? That's okay. You keep on, just like the little engine that could. You think you can, you think you can.
Hey, it's not the size, it's the motion of the ocean, right?
Well, no,
Not
but
just kidding. Mine looks like a baby's arm holding an apple.
does it? That's
My
hefty.
mom is listening.
That's like
Oh,
Sicilian
sorry.
size. Oh, hi,
Sorry.
Mom.
Linda, my bad. My bad. No. My bad.
I was thinking more of like a worm on a fish hook because the way you were saying
Oh my
skinny
God.
and
You
that's
just
not
texted
good.
me. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Linda. I did not mean to say that. My bad.
he did.
I wasn't even going
And
there.
I meant to egg it on. So I will be honest about that.
She's-
Two
Blame
divorces
my
right
girlfriend.
here.
She did say last night, she said when Brian was on with us, she goes, I have to get ready for a reception. I wish I could stay on. I like it. You kids stop saying fuck and shit and cunt and cock and horny so much.
Those are the best words
I
of the
know.
human
I swear a
language.
lot. I didn't think your mom would like me because of that, because I have a foul mouth.
Look, my mom can get down with the get down. Okay. She just doesn't do it publicly.
I do.
Yeah. I know. I mean, we're live on YouTube right now.
Well, this is
I mean,
different. It's like channels
So,
for that.
I'm gonna throw your mom under the bus right now, and I'm gonna tell you what she just texted me. She said, "At least it doesn't look like Brett Favre's mushroom penis."
Oh God.
Yeah. No.
Mommy.
All right. How do you know what Brett Favre's dick looks like anyway?
Those
First of
kind of are
all-
nice looking though. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind a big head.
How does your mom know what Brett Favre's dick looks like?
I ain't mad at it.
I'm questioning. that.
Google it.
Like,
Google
Do
it.
you know
and
my
see.
mom draws dicks on my sisters and my pictures sometimes and sends them to us?
She draws dicks on your pictures?
That's awesome.
Ah,
Ah,
oh gosh. So
Hey, Rach, what's going on with that blue?
this?
Yeah.
It's a flower.
Oh, it's a flower. I thought it was your hair. I couldn't see it all over.
Oh, no. I just have my brown. I think I'm getting white too in there now, but yeah. It's my
It's not,
fleur.
it's not white. It's gray. Enjoy
mine
it.
Oh,
is,
I might
mine
have
is
white.
gray.
Sometimes
It's-
people
it's
have
feather-
just white hair.
It's featherwood chrome.
That's
Featherwood
right.
chrome.
Featherwood chrome all
Yeah,
the
but
way.
a dude can gracefully go gray. I cannot gracefully go gray.
I don't know
We're
if I
seeing
can
the
yet. I mean, so far what I think are highlights, but I haven't had my hair done in 3 years, are probably white hair. So I mean, it's whatever.
My mom has this badass gray streak.
That's what I want. I want to be like,
I have one
Yeah,
coming
I'll
in,
do
but
it
I
also.
covered it.
I kind of want Cruella de Vil hair. Like I want one half white, one half black. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, no, that's just a birthmark. That's weird.
Never do that.
That's just a weird thing.
Nah,
Yeah, I think it's totally weird. Like the white stripe.
no, not striped. One half white and one half black.
Cruella de Vil has half white, half black.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought she had the stripe. That was a
No,
chick
I don't
from-
like that from the 90s. No, no, that's not for me. Like where it's chunky, like highlights. Yeah,
I used to do the chunks.
me too. But that's when I was like 20.
With
Not,
curly hair, it looks different.
it
Much
does.
different.
It does. You're right.
I love
No.
my hair. And
Okay,
I
I'm
am
smoking this
growing it.
cigarette and then I'm gone.
Oh yeah, that's also one of our codes.
What?
You have until the end of this cigarette.
Smoking this cigarette and then I'm gone.
And then sometimes he'll be like, I told you I had to get off the phone 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, you're the one talking. You're the one that keeps talking.
You guys got until the end of this cigarette.
I love him so much.
Then I'm gone. That's what's happening.
What is that, 120 or 100?
It's 100. So
Yeah, they don't make 120s in Marlboro.
no. So you guys got, well, shit, we're looking at like, I don't know, maybe 78.
The vagina
left.
slimes?
You got like 78 left, maybe.
Yeah. I guess it depends how fast you smoke. I
I
used to get
smoke a
100
cigarette
too.
very fast.
You do? I don't.
Yeah.
I like to take my time. I like a stogie now. I like a good stogie.
That's what we'll do this summer.
Oh my God. Your
We'll
mom
smoke-
just sent me pictures of dicks on your faces.
It's a
Your
real
mom-
thing. You heard it here. There's another vice that's healthy.
Is one of them me driving?
Sending your loved ones pictures of other loved ones
You're
with,
both,
you know,
Catherine's
drawn on
Catherine's
dicks.
like sitting in the passenger seat and she's got her mouth open and your mom drew a dick like right in her mouth.
Oh
and then
my,
you're
that's
driving.
the best thing ever.
You're driving
That's
and you got like,
fantastic.
pursed lips. You got like pursed lips and your mom drew a dick right on your chin.
She screenshotted it from a video call. I was going, something.
Oh, I love that lady. I love that lady. She's amazing.
She did our murder mystery with us. Did she do both murder mysteries? Or just the one?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
she did
and
both.
she was like, listen, I just want to tell you that I have enjoyed male attention every once in a while in my life.
She was funny. She was really good.
He's
I
good.
still have to get, I'm too dry. I feel like I'm just too dry. Like I really am
That's
more
good,
monotone,
man.
I realize.
You need to find a dude.
Well,
If you find a dude, you wouldn't be so dry. I mean, right?
I don't know about that.
No, we're trying to tell her she
The
doesn't
right
need a dude. That's the opposite of she doesn't need a dude right now.
I will
She's dry.
find what I would like to have a gentleman caller, yes, but
She
A
means in
caller?
her caller, a gentleman caller. In other words, a booty call.
what
Mhm.
is that what that is?
A
I don't
gentleman
know.
caller
I don't
is a
speak
hookup.
millennial.
I think it's an old term for like a dating, like courtship, like a gentleman caller. But yeah, I guess like in new age terms, maybe I don't want just a booty call, no.
Okay, good. I have learned, I talked about it a lot. I have learned a lot about myself in my relationship with Frederico, you know, and he challenges me on the things that I don't want to be challenged on. And it's hard sometimes. But
I
he's
think
like,
yeah,
he's like my parents.
yeah.
And my parents are like, stop doing stupid shit.
I think that's where I probably am not successful in relationships, like just for me, because when someone challenges me, I'm like, oh, we're gonna play that game, and then I up the, you know, I'm not a good.
Turn the tables.
Yeah, I'm very competitive, and I wear the pants, and I to find a man that would be more aggressive or more of a dominant, they're usually just big assholes. So I mean, I think it's going to be different now, you know, when I'm out there again.
So I one of my favorite things that he tells me is, you know, I need your help looking something up, or I need your help doing this or whatever. I love that because I love to help. But there's a fine line in helping and then deciding.
Mhm.
And I talked to you about this, that I look at him. I don't want to decide his life because that's what I did. That's
Yeah.
what I did. And my parents are like, you got to stop this shit.
Hey,
Stop
I
it.
thought this was like a sober podcast and not about me.
Well,
but
it is. This is
we
like,
have talked about you and how you've helped me in my sober journey. because I don't want to go back to those things.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. That's like, it's a pretext to explaining like the old behaviors.
It's there's a line between helping and controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and I was very controlling as well, and I tend to still do that. I mean, I'm very aware of it now, and I think that's why. And I'm a little aggressive. I come on very strong, so that not all the men folk like that.
Yeah.
No, men like to be able to do the shit themselves. That's the way we roll, you know? And so when your girl is like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, it's like, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Let me take care of this. You don't need to call my dentist for me. I can call my dentist myself. You know, you don't need to, like.
How dare you?
Oh,
I mean more things like coming on strong, like this is what I want. These are, you know, like I don't play the game of flirtation, and like I can't be submissive. I'm not very good at that.
I like being that way because I never was taken care of.
Yeah.
But I slip very easily into, I will take care of it. But I don't want to do that. When I'm calm in a crisis and it's crisis moment, then yes, I need to step up and do the things I know to do without freaking out and keeping things under control, right? But every day is not a crisis. Every grocery order is not my choice.
Right.
You know, if he doesn't want to order groceries, that's on him. I can't sit here and worry that he has nothing to eat. He's a grown adult man, but I've only learned that through him and him saying, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way to learn though, is just experiencing those things again, but in a, you know, for us, a sober mindset or just a healthier mindset and having boundaries.
Pump the brakes, let me be a dude. Pump the brakes, let me be a dude. I mean, that's all you gotta do. Let me be a dude. I'm a dude. I can take care of myself. I'm a big boy. I've made it 45 years. I'll make it another, 4 or 5.
Stop it. You know what I tell him? You have to stick around for at least 5 years so I get part of your life insurance policy.
I'll try to make it, but I'm smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day, so.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I've been there. Mm-hmm.
I'm smoking more than that in vape.
You're blowing out your vape.
Right.
As you're
No, I
blowing
used
out
to
your
smoke
vape.
cigarettes, dear. I smoked cigarettes. I used to smoke a pack and a half. Yeah.
You're both vaping. Look at you guys.
Now,
No, I was just saying I smoke more than a pack and a half in vape, and that's not any better.
I do too. I used to smoke a lot in vape, but no, vaping's not any better. Cigarettes, I don't like the smell of them. That's why, and I
love the smell of cigarettes.
I hate it. But no, I smoked like a pack and a half.
Forever.
What?
That's why me and you will be together forever, because I will constantly be smoking.
And it doesn't bother me. Now, when I blow my vape in his direction, he can smoke in my face, and I'm like, oh, I love you so much.
No,
you know?
no.
But if I blow,
pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Let's do this. All right. Let's see how you smoke your vape. You're like, huge fog clouds go all over the fucking room, and I can't see shit.
That's true. That's where, but yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Easy on the vape. Like you're fucking. I can't see the goddamn television anymore.
That's what happens though, is that you get like, that's how it gets though. That's why it is not any better than cigarettes, because like that's all going in your lungs.
I don't give a shit about the lung thing. I just care about like she fucking fogs the whole room up. It's like, woman.
I don't mind to give yourself cancer. Just I need to watch my TV.
Yes. Exactly. Take that shit outside.
Look at these clouds, and he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm just like basking in how they look in the sunlight. He's like, "Stop that shit!"
It is a lot. No, it is a lot, because I get annoyed with myself where it's like my dog starts coughing.
I love it. I'm like, "Oh, it's so cool."
Hey, you guys want to see a beautiful thing?
We're already looking at me.
No, this.
Well, I mean, my other big white girl.
Yes.
God, I love her.
I love her too.
I'm gonna take a walk out and take a look at her. She's so pretty. God, I love that truck.
My mom
Yeah,
says
yeah.
instead of me vaping, would you rather me do that F word that I don't like, cut the cheese?
Fart?
Yeah.
You can't even say fart. This is fucking hilarious. Look at that. Isn't that not a pretty fucking thing?
That's
God.
huge. Did you put it up
It's
on the,
amazing.
did you raise
Oh.
the,
He
the
bought
bed?
it like that. Look, he
Oh.
searched and searched and searched, and we searched and searched and searched, and he searched and searched, and he saw it, and he was like, I found my truck.
Found my truck.
She's
That's my
amazing.
other big white girl.
I
I got
miss
two
my
big
truck.
white girls.
He said one time, he said, many times he said, if you and the truck were in a burning building, I would miss
My
you so
truck's coming out
much.
first. Well, that truck's coming out first. I mean, if I have time, I'll come back for you.
And I'm also not allowed to ever drive it ever in my life.
Oh, but she's driven it. She's driven it, and she drives it like shit, and it pisses me off. But
Why do you drive it like shit? What do you do?
she sucks at driving. She's a woman.
Oh.
I don't suck at driving. I'm just
You totally suck at driving. Back when I had
Women
my
don't
Ford,
all suck at driving, just like men aren't all amazing at driving.
that woman sucks at driving. Back when I had my green Ford, and I let you drive it, you almost killed us going to dinner. Almost killed us going to dinner. We had to turn around and go back. I'm like, fuck this, you're not driving.
I had a feeling she wasn't so good just from what I see with her driving. She's always swearing at people. I'm like,
I said, turn the fucking truck
yeah,
around. Go
we're
back.
not going to dinner.
Yeah.
oh
We
no,
went
I'm a
next
good
night.
driver. Honestly, I really am.
We never even left the apartment or the neighborhood. We never left the neighborhood. We were pulling out of the neighborhood and she almost killed us. And I was like, turn the fucking truck around. Turn around.
What did you
We're going
do?
back.
So we stopped to get cigarettes, which is right there at the exit of the neighborhood. Okay, the 7-Eleven. And so apparently you're not supposed to make a left turn out of the parking lot. You're supposed to go around the long way. And I was like, oh, it's clear. I'll do this. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, what? He's like,
You did-
stop. So I innocently did a U-turn in the middle of the street. And then he said, go back home. You're not driving my truck.
Well, you do talk about that all the time, making U-turns wherever you want. That is pretty bad. You cannot go down the one way the wrong way, yo. That's not good
Leslie,
stuff.
In his
Leslie, I'm talking about the time when we were pulling out of the neighborhood and you like rolled out into like almost the middle of the street before you hit the stop. And a car had to swerve around us. And I was like, no, you stopped in the middle of the street, not at the stop sign. Turn around, go back.
You
Remember
stopped
that
in the
one?
middle of the street for real?
No, look, I wasn't
Almost.
used to the brakes. It was like my first time driving this truck. The brakes are soft, and I went a little over the line.
My brakes are badass. I have badass brakes.
That truck, yes.
All
Well,
my
I'm
trucks.
so used to old cars, so everything I drive it real gingy, like real gingerly, like until I get to. But yeah, the trucks are the best. I really, really miss the truck that I had. I really miss it.
My mom just says I do suck at driving.
You fucking suck.
That's why she's like, I'll drive your car. I'm like, no, thank you.
No,
No,
do
thank
not
you.
let her drive your vehicle.
I
No.
drive very passively compared to her. I can tell because like you've driven with me. I'm not speedy.
Never had an accident.
I've
Never,
been in an accident.
never had an accident.
I never have been.
In an accident?
Never. People have hit me,
You're a
but
liar.
I've never hit. I
You-
swear. I
What
swear.
about you? Yeah, yes, you have.
People have
Girl,
hit
you were-
you.
Mom says I was a driver's license examiner. I know bad drivers. Fuck you.
There's another dick. Now wait your turn. You're gonna see another one. What you get?
I love your mom.
I
She's
did
so
fail
good.
my first driving test.
No
Um,
I did
shit.
not.
First
I
of all, my
passed.
parents wouldn't let me take the test in the first place because my dad was exactly like Justin. Get out of the driver's seat. I will drive the rest. I mean, Dad and Justin with me driving are twins. I swear to God. They're like, stop the fucking car right now. So they wouldn't let me get my driver's license when I was 16. I got my permit, but they wouldn't let me get my license because Dad was like, no.
When your parents came to take care of you after the surgery, they drove your car. They wouldn't let you drive. They were like,
Of course not.
That's
Well, they
bad.
were
How
gonna
are you?
let you
How are you not
They
getting into
drove you-
accidents more often?
In
they drove you
Houston,
through the surgery.
In Houston, everyone drives like an asshole.
no blinkers. I use my blinker.
I can't stand that.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
bad.
stand blinkers?
No, not using blinkers. I can't
It's
stand
bad.
those.
Here.
I have an air horn on my truck that sounds like a semi truck,
Oh yeah.
it's a train horn.
Oh.
It's a train horn. And I and anybody that's like sitting on their phone or doesn't use their blinker.
Oh my
I just
God, I
lay
bet
it
they
on 'em.
pee themselves.
I lay it on 'em.
One of my girlfriend's husbands, anytime I would walk in front of the truck, anytime for, I don't know, 7 years. And we hung out all the time. Hi, handsome.
Hi.
I want to set him up with his own gaming podcast.
Ooh.
No, that's not happening.
Oh,
No,
he'd make more money than we would.
probably. Which
Anyway,
right now it wouldn't be a big thing to accomplish because we make zeros.
If he's not on his meds, when he's not on his meds, he'll make a lot of money on a podcast.
yes, he would.
He's a straight retard.
And he's funny, but he has good jokes, like good wit, like comeback. Now he has gotten in trouble for coming back at the wrong time. But he is a funny kid. Of course, I mean, Federico is hilarious.
Did I tell you about the letter that he wrote to the parole board?
No,
I didn't.
you told me, but I have not talked about any of those things on the air.
Well, I don't know. He started talking shit to the parole board in a letter. Don't act like you've never done anything bad. You know, let my dad off parole.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, dude, you can't say shit like that.
And my mom loves him. Like, I send her pictures of him, and my mom's just like, oh, he's so cute. He's so handsome. Will he like us? I was like, Mom, you're the dopest people ever. Of course he's going to like you.
Aww.
Everyone loves my parents. He's so handsome. And they're identical. I found a picture of Justin at his age. They're identical.
Aww.
No, he looks more like his mom. His mom has got those big deer in the headlight eyes, and yeah, he looks
Does look
his
like
mom.
her. But the handsomeness is from you.
Matthew is a good combination.
Matthew is a very handsome kid.
Yeah. He's a good looking little cat.
And he's sweet.
He is very sweet. That's for me. It's absolutely for me. I'm a fucking sweetheart.
I,
Wait.
of course, only have Kyrie.
Oh, you mean that fucking psycho dog?
Aww.
She did act psycho. In his defense, she acted like a fucking psycho when we were in that hotel.
Aw, maybe she didn't like it for some reason though.
She did.
She was trying to bite me like every 2 seconds.
You tell the truth. You
Okay.
tell.
I kind of picked on her a little bit. I was just messing with her, just playing with her. And I'm like,
But she's old and she's emotional support dog.
I'm like,
In
I'm
the
gonna-
first 10 minutes he met her, he pretended to attack me.
You can't do that. That's your own fault now. You just fucked it up.
that was fucking hilarious, though.
No, it was not.
Yeah, she's an emotional. Oh, poor Kyrie. That's so sad.
We watched this movie the other night called Dog with Channing Tatum. It is so amazing.
Best movie ever.
But it is
Anybody watching
is
this podcast.
the
Anybody
first.
watching this
See that. I
podcast.
already
know
has
it's
to watch that
sad.
movie.
The
No.
first half of the movie is Justin and Kyrie when they met. He was like, "Here, want a treat? Oh, fine. Fuck you, bitch. You don't want a treat. Fuck you."
Anybody watching this podcast right now has to watch that movie. Swear to God, best movie
amazing.
ever.
I cried in
Channing
the
Tatum.
first. I cried in the opening credits because they were showing poems
Yeah.
about dogs and pictures, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I texted him. I was like, "I'm gonna cry so
No, it was
hard."
all about Lulu.
Yes.
It was all about Lulu.
It's a true story.
I don't want to see it.
It's
already
about
can tell.
a combat dog.
Mili-
you
A
know,
military service dog. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it. I already know it's gonna be sad as shit.
His owner gets killed, and she has PTSD. Like any normal, Kyrie has PTSD from when she was a puppy. We knew that when we adopted
You
her.
got it. You're being off.
No. Tell them the story. He makes fun of me like you do, Rachel.
From what?
So traumatizing.
Traumatizing. The first time I told him, I was like, "It was traumatizing," and he was like, "Oh, it's so traumatizing." She makes fun
What
of me.
is?
Kyrie was attacked by another dog.
Aw.
And
Oh,
got
you did
her
tell
ear-
me that. Yeah,
It
no,
was
that is.
like, it just made it. She was running around with horses in the country, and the big what are the big white ranch dogs called? It's a mountain. a
Border
Persian-
Collie. No, not Border Collie. They're I know what they
Hey,
are
have
because we had one.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
A
No.
little bit.
All right. Do you know who Kierhorn Halfhand is?
No.
Kierhorn Halfhand is like this dude that got chopped up in the Game of Thrones. Whatever. I call Kyrie half ear
Kyrie half ear.
Aww.
because she's only got a half an ear. Like
He'll be
it
like,
reminds me.
I'll be like, "Hi, Kyrie, hi." Like when I come home, "Hi, honey." And he's like, "Shut! Don't talk to that stupid dog." And then he'll be like, "Show me my dog." "Aw, hi, Kyrie." She's so cute.
I'm not gonna lie. I do like that dog a lot.
Great Pyrenees.
I play with her. I mess with her.
Dog.
But she's adorable. She's
Yeah.
adorable.
Well, so she was running around on the ranch with the big ranch dogs and the horses. I mean, I would go feed the horses every morning, and she's right under them, and they're just all hanging out. But this dog made a beeline to her. It got out of the back. They opened the car door. It made a beeline to her and ripped her ear off. She had no time to defend herself. And since then, she has been traumatized. She doesn't mess with other people. She doesn't mess with other dogs. But if she is approached, not by children, as Rachel witnessed on the phone last weekend, she's very good with children. But anything bigger than her, she's like, "What the fuck, man? Back up." But she'll also stand her ground.
No, she
Wait.
doesn't. No, she makes a lot of noise and acts like she's gonna stand her ground, but she doesn't do anything. Like
Aw.
even when she was mad at me, she'd be like, "Rrr!" And then she'd like pretend like she was gonna bite me and put her teeth on my arm, but not actually bite me. And I'd be like, "Here," and she'd be like, "Rrr!" And I'm like, "Kyrie."
Well, that's because she knows you're not a danger.
She's probably
But-
just scared.
You pissed her off. When that possum was terrorizing me, a
Oh
couple
my
weeks
God.
ago, she protected me.
The possum didn't tear. One, we don't know if it was a possum or a
It
cat.
was a
That's a
possum!
big difference.
It
You're
was
like,
a
"Oh, I got this
possum!"
kid."
I love
Possums
your mom
don't
so much.
terrorize people. They don't knock on your door and be like, "I'm gonna get you." Like,
Your mom totally has my back.
What'd she say?
I'm not even gonna tell you.
Look, is that your second cigarette?
Oh shit! I told you guys you haven't told
Yeah.
I told you.
And
I
I
told you.
You haven't until the end of this cigarette.
I love him. I love him so much. I love when he's like, "I'm going to bed, lady. I'm going to bed." And then he'll be like, "I'm going to get my jammies." And I'm going to get.
Aw.
What's wrong with a guy in jammies? I like jammies.
Everybody likes
I would wear-
jammies.
I would wear a onesie if I could.
Those are pretty fun.
I
They're
totally
comfy.
wear a onesie. But I wear flannel jammies and I like them. Judge me. I don't give a fuck.
Judging
Who
you. I
doesn't
just
wear
said I
flannel
love it.
jammies?
I don't wear flannel. It makes me hot.
Your mom said Kyrie looks like a hyena.
Yep,
Aw,
she does.
does she?
She's
No,
a
she
Dutch
doesn't.
Shepherd.
She is not a Dutch Shepherd. She's a mutt.
She's Dutch Shepherd and pit bull.
She's not.
Yes, huh? Yes.
Okay.
My
Whatever,
veterinarian
baby.
cousin said she's definitely.
Okay. All right, baby. Whatever you say. Dutch Shepherd Pitbull.
Taco is a
She
lot
looks
of
like a
things.
Chihuahua and like she's a Chihuahua slash, I don't know, fucking
40-pound
something.
Chihuahua.
I can't think of what it. She looks like a Chihuahua slash, I don't know,
Curie does?
maybe a Belgian Minois.
I don't know. What a
Belgian Malinois. We thought she was Belgian Malinois. But it's
Yeah,
the
mixed with the Chihuahua.
No.
Malinois.
We had a Chihuahua that was the family dog, and he was
He looks like a
amazing.
big Chihuahua that's brindle.
But he barked at everyone. Tito was the antithesis of Chihuahuas.
Yeah, they do bark a lot. They are yippy.
And
She looks like a brindle Chihuahua.
she's 40 pounds.
She's what?
She's 40 pounds.
Oh,
Did I
40?
say antithesis? I didn't mean to say that.
Grim is 140.
What, 40 pounds?
Kyria is 40 pounds.
Grim is 140.
Yeah,
Oh, and by
well,
the way, anybody watching this podcast, go to YouTube channel Grim the Tibetan Mastiff. That's my bubba.
I'm subscribed, and all of my fake accounts are
I
subscribed
love
too.
mastiffs.
Grim the Tibetan Mastiff. That's my boy.
Mom said when you laughed, that's a "you're stupid" laugh. When I said that she's pit bull.
Your dad's watching too?
No, Mom said when you laughed at "ha ha" when you were like pit bull, she said that's a "you're stupid" laugh. Like instead of saying "you're stupid," Leslie, you just laugh at me and say it.
I'm gonna have to agree with your mom because I love that lady.
He was making a big decision back in the summertime, and he said, I said, well, did you text your parents? Yeah. Did you text my parents? He said, text them. I'm on my lunch break, whatever. And I said, okay, here's what they said. He goes, okay, if your parents said it, that's what I'm doing.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're good people.
They really are.
It is not lost to me that my parents are amazing parents, and I am grateful for that.
You are a lucky one. You have really good family. You are that, and there's people that have family that is broken or drama or just constant bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like mine. But your family has a genuine love for each other, and it's fucking rad. Like, I love it.
They really do.
It. They really do. It's not like I don't know. It's a real genuine love for family. I love that. I love to see it.
I think that the defining factor in that probably, my parents were 17 and 18 when they got married, and no one wanted them to be together. So they like made a plan. They're like, we're going to get pregnant and we're going to get married, because they're going to make us get married if we get pregnant. Right. But they were children and they grew up together, but they grew up together in this understanding of, we don't really know what we're doing, but we're going to give it our best, and we're going to try our damnedest, and we're going to do it the way we wanted to be raised. And they did it.
That's
it
rare
was
to find a
hard.
partner to do that with you. Yeah, that's awesome.
I didn't know until I was an adult that when we lived in Italy, my parents were eating onions so that my sister and I could have the rice. That's what they ate, onions.
We had grilled cheese and tomato soup growing up. Now my parents live in a multi-million-dollar house in Huntington Beach, but it was grilled cheese and tomato soup. every night almost.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches sometimes.
Like, I didn't know the difference because they never made me feel like we are poor, we have no money. They never did that. And I remember one time, and this is going to make me cry. I was 8 and Catherine was 7 and we were in Idaho. And
Stop picking your nose.
my
Not on video, honey. Don't pick your nose on video.
and Mom was sitting there with Kat. We were watching, I don't know. Catherine always wanted to be cuddled, and none of us are really like that. Only with our significant other, you know. But Catherine always because my grandma did that, and so she wanted that, and so Mom's like, okay, you know. But I remember Mom going, "Your hair is really greasy. Have you washed your hair?" And she's 7, and 7-year-olds' hair isn't supposed to be greasy, you know. She's like, "What are you using to wash your hair?" And she goes, "I haven't been because I didn't think we could afford shampoo."
Aww.
That's so sweet. And my parents were like, that's the first time I really remember my parents saying, "Look, you don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Like 10 or
We are going to take care of that stuff. We are going to, you don't have to worry about if we can't afford shampoo or toilet paper or whatever." And that was my first time thinking
McDonald's is on its way.
We might not have money, but my parents will never make us feel like we don't have money.
Exactly. That's what I do with Matthew.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
What were your parents like? Were they dope or what?
Well, it's like an up and down because there's definitely drama in my family. I'm not close with anybody really. Like, I can get along with everyone. I love them. But I was adopted at like 2 weeks, and my parents, there were 7 of us. So I was like 6 of 7. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. So like growing up, I remember having a lot of fun. I remember a lot of bad times too, but my dad was an amazing provider. So with food and what I wanted and needed, I don't ever remember going without.
Provider's different than, family.
Yeah.
I mean, I can provide.
Exactly.
Being a dad is completely different.
Totally.
I mean, like, I can provide. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree with you. And that part, no, I don't think that was like what I personally need. I think I needed more. That's why I give what I do to my son. Because I'm like a touchy-feely person. I needed all that. So it was it was hot and cold, and then as my family, like my brothers got older, went in the army, a lot of them did, and they just got into a lot of trouble by the time we moved out like to the country, because I used to live in Dearborn, which is near Detroit. It was different. It just was different. So I don't know.
You said that's why you can provide for yourself. You do a good job. I know from kind of an outside perspective. I mean, you're my other girlfriend, so I know. But but you do good.
Thank you.
You take care of your baby.
I do. He's everything to me. Yeah. Thank you very much. He's a good boy.
I have told her that, like, when she's struggling, I'm like, look, I've been in your home. You've let me co-parent your son.
No.
Like she let me, like, I mean, I didn't have to discipline him or anything, but she let me do the things that she normally would, and she trusted me. And that is the sign of a good parent, because there are now, kids aren't allowed to go spend the night at their grandparents' house. Kids aren't allowed to go spend the night at someone's house because they're not being allowed to experience real life situations. And she allowed him to do that, and also allowed me to learn you can't treat certain kids in certain ways. Like, I said something about the elf on the shelf, totally innocent, like complete, like I touched, that was what I picked him up off the floor and was like, well, we don't want Taco to get this. And he went, And I was like, oh fuck. Oh my God, what did I do? He's like, you
Oh,
touched
Taco's
the
a Chihuahua,
elf.
huh? You
And
do
she,
have Chihuahuas. You have Chihuahuas, don't you?
Me?
Yes.
No, I have a taco burrito Chiquita banana, and she's a
Chihuahua.
rat jack terrier.
rat terrier.
Yeah,
Jack
she's a
Russell.
mix, rat terrier mix.
And she's naughty.
She's the best. I love her.
Those are actually little tough little motherfuckers.
They
She
are.
is a tough little fucker. That
Yeah,
little bitch.
they go down rabbit holes and shit.
Let me
like-
tell you something about her little beefcake arms, looking like she's like fucking blasting like some reps in the pen, like for real. I put her little ass on Matthew's
was like,
scooter.
What's up, motherfucker?
She does, man. She just needs a little tattoo. I put her little ass on the scooter, like, and I just start running. And Matthew's almost 80 pounds. He's a skinny dude, but I mean, he's beefing up. And she can like, she goes crazy like a little sled dog and just takes him around town.
Yeah, she's strong.
And she's like 12 fucking pounds.
You want to hear something about doggy tattoos? All right. So I had a Rottweiler named Micaiah.
What do you know about tattoos?
Tattoos.
I don't know shit about tattoos.
Yeah, that's just coloring book. That's fake.
I don't know nothing about tattoos, but I had this Rottweiler named Micaiah, and one day I decided I wanted to pierce her ears because I thought she'd look cute with pierced ears. So I got lidocaine because I had lidocaine from my tattoo kit, and I rubbed it on her ears, and I got those little piercing kits that you can buy at the mall, and I just popped a couple studs through her ears, and it looked so adorable. Looked so cute. She had 2 little studs in her ears, didn't even phase her. And then I took her to the dog park, and everybody's like, oh my God, that's so adorable. And I'm like, right? She's my little princess. She's got her ears pierced. And then, so I was like, she's pierced. What about tattoos?
Oh.
How do I tattoo the dog? And then I was like, let me think about this. And she's black. So I was like, I'll use bleach. And I formed flames. I took this string, twine, and I soaked
you
it in
bleached
bleach.
her fur, like
I
dye.
bleached her fur.
Oh,
I bleached
okay.
her
I was
fur
like, I
in
hope you didn't
flame-
tattoo your dog. That's
No,
kind of
I don't.
cool.
I bleached her fur in flame pattern around her legs because she was a Rottweiler, so she had,
Aw.
beige feet, but
Yeah.
off the beige feet were flames going up her legs, and she lay there and let me do it. And I bleached her fur, and she had flames going up all of her legs. And we went back to the dog park. This is when I lived in Oregon. It was right by Austin Stadium, right by Eugene. We're in Eugene, Oregon, right by where the Ducks play. And there's a dog park right there. And everybody at the dog park's like, oh my God, that's fucking adorable. Can you do my dog? Can you do my dog? And I was like,
That's so cool.
$50, I'll do your dog. And they're like, some people were like cool with it. They're like, yeah, all right, $50. This was back in my not so straight and narrow days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Micaiah had pierced ears and flames on her legs. She was so rad. I love that dog so much. She was so rad. And she'd pull you on a skateboard so fast, you'd have to tell her, get the squirrel. And she'd just take off. Bam. Get the squirrel.
That's like
get the
Taco.
squirrel.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Taco
sure she
goes
went way
nuts.
faster. Your dog's much bigger. That dog's
Taco
bigger.
goes nuts when there's a person walking by the window. She's nuts.
She does. I'm like, ugh. Like literally, it's like we have a pit bull. She does not want anyone in this house. She's like, this is my house. She has a personal vendetta against this little pug that lives upstairs. She hates it. So the pug will come to the window and she's just like, ah! And her feet kind of go up. And
Wait.
she literally,
How does she go again? Wait, show
she's
me
like,
again. How does she go?
like her feet literally
No,
go up
no.
a little bit. With the
Do the real Taco.
that's she says that. That's what she sounds like. She literally snorts like this. And like the one, she's always drunk, the lady upstairs. I'm always hoping. I leave the window open. I'm like, oh, my AA meetings. Hopefully she'll hear. But I'm like, drunk bitch, get your dog. Like, I have enough. I was like, the drunk bitch is here. I was like, get your dog. So we don't talk. We just scowl at each other. Like we have fighting.
Through the window.
I do too.
Leslie, do that again.
We're like, through the window. Wow, get your fucking
I'm doing
dog
it.
out my wow.
I can't see. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the pug is like, I'm like, stop shitting where my dog shits, because now I have an issue. That's why she doesn't like your dog. You're in like our area. This is my area I pay for. I know you hear me.
Do you know that they're expanding the patios in my apartment complex and they're putting it so like it goes out onto a little lawn?
Wow, that's kind
And-
of cool. Like you have your own little
But
area.
not mine.
Oh,
Only the ones on
you
the
probably have to
corner.
pay more if you had it.
No, because they got bought. They got bought out.
Is it Christmas again? Get presents.
I'm going to tell you guys one
Excuse
thing.
me.
This is
Well,
the
this
last
was a
thing I'm
good
gonna tell
podcast. This was good
you.
conversation.
Pay attention. Pay attention. The last thing I'm going to tell you. You have until the end of this cigarette, and then you guys are done.
Good, because I
What?
have to pee. So it better be. It fucking better. I'll hold you
I have
to it,
one
sir.
more. Jesus Christ. Cellophane is sticking in my finger. Look at-
So I will share. I will share
Get
something.
off of me.
I will share something thoughtful that my mother texted me last night about my love.
Do it. About what?
Says, my love.
Oh,
About my love. Our Uber
Are you talking
driver.
about me?
No, my other love.
me.
Oh,
My other love, Justin.
Um,
Our Uber driver today is 9 months off coke. It ruined everything. He was getting teary-eyed when I told him how far my daughter's boyfriend has come. He said it gave him hope to resist.
Aww.
wait,
She
what?
she said, our Uber driver today is 9 months off coke. It ruined everything. He was getting teary-eyed when I told him how far my daughter's boyfriend has come. He said it gave him hope to resist.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
shit. I'm gonna fucking cry.
Good. You gotta tell your story one day
He
here.
has a story.
I like the
Yeah.
softer Justin. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie, I just thought you were a flapping douchebag for a really long time. I wasn't sure.
I pretty much am.
No, you're
No, I
not.
mean-
No, I apologize if I was judgmental, but you know, I have to protect Leslie. I've been in a lot of shitty relationships.
I've
Ah,
been through
damn
some
it.
serious shit.
yeah.
A lot of serious shit. And I've
Aw.
gotten above it. So I'm doing good now.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourself. It's amazing.
Leslie,
That's
I
amazing.
fucking hate you right now.
He's my healthy vice.
Aw, that's so sweet. No, I get emotional too with that stuff because you help save somebody's life. It's amazing.
And he does. And I made a Facebook post about it. You know, like
Yeah.
he is so compassionate. Like will give his last $2 when he needs it for laundry. He'll give it to someone because he's been there and he gets
Yeah,
it. And
I do
I've
that
never
too.
been there. I've
Yeah.
never been there.
I
But
understand that.
he leads me by example because I love him so much. And to know that someone who I love so much was there, I have to be compassionate. And I don't care if they use my $10 bill to go buy booze or go buy their next, hit of whatever they need. I don't care.
That's not the
It's
point.
not,
Yeah.
it's not my place to judge that.
No, I understand that because I until I got into like the rooms of recovery and started meeting people like me and like us here, it's people didn't understand, like, Rachel, why would you do that? Like even I bought someone a Christmas tree like before you came to visit. I didn't have any money. That was like the last of my $50, but like her and her son didn't have one and I did. And I didn't think of it like, oh, I can't wait to tell everybody what I did. It was just like, that's what you do. It's what you do. Because I've gone without that shit and it's not okay. So I understand that. And I think that's really commendable. I live that way too. And it's very rare. It's a very rare quality.
I see people that need stuff sometimes. And
He one time, I know what you're going to say.
Aw.
No, I was going to talk about like 2 days ago. I was going to work and I pulled up to 7-Eleven and this old man goes, "Hey man, can you buy me a hot chocolate? That's all I want is a hot chocolate." And I was, "Fuck yeah, bro, I got you." So I went in and I got my coffee for work that day, and I got my cigarettes, and I bought him a hot chocolate, and I bought him a donut, and I got $10 cash back that I was going to use for lunch. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to give it to this dude. So when I walked out, I was like, "What up, Kev?" When I walked out, I was like, "Hey, man, here's your hot chocolate. I got you a donut." And he goes, "I don't want a donut." And I was like, "You don't want?" Well, I figured hot chocolate and a donut. I don't want a donut. And I was like, "All right, cool. Well, here's your hot chocolate. Here's $10." He goes, "I'll take that." And then he starts rambling about if Marjorie was still here, if Marjorie was still here, things would be different. I wouldn't have to wash my hands, and I wouldn't have to do that. And I was like, "What? Dude, look, I got to get to work, dude." Here's your hot chocolate. I threw the donut away. But I gave him $10. But I do that constantly if I can.
Yeah.
If I have $10 in my account, I'll give 5 of it away.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yep, I understand.
So when he opens his food truck, I want to have food truck Fridays where normal people will come, pay, but we would start like giving food out to the homeless people on the beach or whatever.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
And he said,
That's awesome.
"I'm not mad at that."
That's a great idea.
But I think that's, those are the things that you could do to make a difference.
And make a big difference.
And he's taught me, they don't need your money. They don't need your sympathy. They don't need
they just
food.
need to be talked to. They just need to be acknowledged. That's all they need. Somebody to say hello. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Aww.
Saw the girl that I talked to on the corner when I get off the freeway and I come home, and I saw her yesterday, and I was on the phone with you, Rach, and I said, "I want you to write a list of things that you need."
Yeah.
She says, "I'm going over here to Hempstead." And then some douchebag honked at me for stopping and talking to a homeless lady. And so I had to go, but I told her, "Make a list for me, and the next time I see you, give it to me." And I don't know if she caught exactly what I was saying, but hopefully I'll see her again Monday and I'll tell her. I'm going to give her, I actually have a journal. I know she's off of meth. And I have this sobriety journal, and I've seen her sitting down and writing.
Oh, that'll be great. Yeah.
I'm going to give this to her and tell her she has to use one of the pages to make me a list of things that she needs.
I love that. Yeah, I've been wanting to start, the reason why I wanted to open an Oxford house here in Michigan is because, well, one, there's none for women, but we have nothing for anyone homeless in my county. Like it's ridiculous. So when I worked at this place helping people in addiction, I would often I would give clothes and buy things. It's just rough because we would have to turn people away. I'm like, I can't do that.
The other thing I do is I'll save hotel toiletries wherever I go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I'll hand a bag out, and the kids bring me like the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches they don't eat at lunch. Anything that's wrapped up and hasn't been manipulated, I'll take that to homeless people.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do that doesn't cost a dime. Yeah. And he's taught me, just say hello. Just say, "Hey, how are you doing today?"
It's true. They want to be human beings.
Them. Most people walk by them and ignore them. They're like, "Ew, gross, homeless." The best thing you can do, the nicest thing you can do is be like, "Hey, bro, how's your day today?
You made mom cry.
How you doing?" Like, it's literally one of the nicest things you can do. Sure, they want money. Sure, they want food. Sure, they want alcohol or drugs. But, most people just ignore them, and they don't feel like part of society. They don't feel like they're part of society. So if you're a regular Joe walking into a store and you see some dude on the side of the road that's homeless, and you're just like, "Hey, bro, how you doing? You having a good day? All right, cool." And you acknowledge them and make them feel like people.
Nana, Nana and I go in the Bay Area, the homeless population is out of control. You know, it's a horrible epidemic because it's so expensive, and then people lost their jobs or whatever, and they have nowhere to go, and it's bad. And so wherever we go in Nana's little pocket, which used to be like, you know, a nice part of town, there's homeless people. And, you know, so what she and I did during COVID last summer, and if things were still closed down a little bit, they have made this little, not a tent city, but it's similar, where they have this their own section at the Martinez Marina, and it's fenced off, and they can get in by, you know, saying we're not on drugs, we're not gangbanging, and they let the homeless people live there. But it's, for lack of a better word, it's like tent city, you know. And so we dropped off a whole bunch of stuff. We dropped off food and you know, just stuff, clothes, blankets, blah 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 blah. But we were driving. I was driving. Nana lets me drive. We were driving by the cemetery. I always take flowers to my grandfather's grave in Concord. And there was a guy jamming out at the bus stop. Something was wrong with him, you know, and he was homeless. And I knew the song, and I started singing. I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And he like got real into it. And I thought, that's all he needed today. All he needed was for someone to sing along with him. He didn't need my sympathy. He didn't need my pity. And this girl that I see every other day or so driving home, and I was telling Justin this, I had change. I had like $3 in change, and I handed it to her. I said, I'm so sorry, I only have change. She goes, you don't apologize for anything. She goes, hey, you're not drinking, are you? I said, no, I'm 3 years sober today. And she goes, I'm so proud of you. And that made my day. So she got her $3 in change, but it was more important that she told me that she was proud of me. And that, like, I was like, oh, I'm proud of me too. Aww. You know, like I needed that.
Do you remember when I found the bum at the beach?
That's the story I wanted to tell.
Like, he was just walking by and see me sitting in my truck, and
I think you had ordered lunch. Oh yeah, you had ordered lunch, and you had to go meet the driver because the driver didn't know what in the world he was doing. He was just hanging out at the beach. And you let the guy, he was asleep on the sidewalk, wasn't he?
No, he was walking down the sidewalk.
Oh. So he brings his food back, and he says, hey, you want a taco? So he like sat in the truck, watched a movie, and ate tacos together. Guy spoke 3 words of English, you know, and he was like, yeah, good, huh? He's like, yeah, good. Justin like spilled his entire taco all over the floorboard. He said the guy was like cleaning it up. He's like, oh,
I dropped my taco, and he started cleaning it up, and I'm like, hey, like, we were sitting, like, I have a DVD player in my truck, and I'm like, hey, come on, man, let's have some lunch. So he jumped in the truck, and we just started eating tacos, and we're watching TV. And I mean, he's fucking super dirty and smelly.
Yeah.
He was all fucked up. But you know, I mean, like, he looked like he needed help, and I was like, hey, man, jump in. And so he jumped in, and we just sat in the truck, watched a movie, and I dropped my taco, and he started cleaning up the mess for me. And I was like, oh, dude, you don't have to do that. I'll take care of it. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck, I gotta do something more for this dude. So I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. So we split, and we drove to this liquor store / restaurant. It's called Epic Burrito. It's bomb burritos. They have the bombest burritos. And so I went and got him a couple of burritos, spent, I don't know, $20-25, got him some extra food. And I seen these other homeless people that sleep in this little spot, you know, and when I go in and out of that store, and so I was like, hey, there's a spot right here. You need a spot? I said, yeah, I need a spot. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I took him over there, and there was a sleeping bag in there, and I got him a sleeping bag and like put him in this little secret cove of bushes, and left him with like $20 and some food and I don't know.
That's amazing.
And he got
He
a
was so
he had a
grateful.
place to
I
sleep
mean,
that night.
he couldn't express it in English, but you could tell he was like,
Aw, that's amazing. That's really amazing.
I do that daily. I do that
Aw.
daily if I can.
You
If
need
I
to
can
have your
do
own
it-
TV show, man.
we're working on it.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
spread
shit,
that
my
love. That's
McDonald's is
amazing.
here. Thank you, brother.
Mick D's.
Mickey D's, big old D's. Big
In
old
my
D's. in the house.
V's.
Last week,
Big-
his son said he wants steak for dinner, and I was like, "Can he eat steak?" Like the kid barely eats, but he can down like an adult-sized steak dinner, you know.
Boys.
And then I guess
He loves steak.
Justin's like, "What do you want today?" And he's like, "McDonald's."
I mean, I had McDonald's for breakfast. I ain't mad at it. It's good stuff.
I had a low-carb burrito with some cheese.
That
I'm
sounds
sticking
awful.
with it.
Is
I'm
that
doing it.
Navajo?
2 McGrids.
I love
Is
a
that Navajo?
McGriddle.
I switch it. Like I still eat good, but I'm not gonna give up. I just
No,
try
I
to balance
can't.
everything out.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. It would be like me having a beer. If I eat
Oh, I
one
getcha.
unhealthy thing,
Yep.
I go
I
off the
understand.
rails. And
I
he
I
has,
understand.
I'll tell you, one of the first times we spent together, he saw me get down with some chips and salsa. It was very important that he saw me eat chips and salsa because he has to know
At your speed.
because I'm ridiculous with chips and salsa. I don't know what it is. I don't stop. 3 baskets of chips by myself.
Yeah, you're like
Because-
a little porky pig with chips and sauce.
I was like, look, we're gonna have to eat Mexican food together. It's the first time we met. We're gonna have to eat Mexican food together because you're gonna have to see this and decide if you want to be with me or not.
Was that
I
when
always
we
get
went
that
to-
kind of food every first date. I'm like, I want a burger now in my mouth, and I want all to myself, and I'm like, I don't care.
No, La Capilla was this.
Hey, watch this. There's some drama going on here. Oh, there's some lady screaming at some guy right now.
I can't hear it.
Oh, here comes the manager. God, she's on it. That lady's
Oh, mommy.
Mama Son. I love Mama Son.
My mommy just sent this. Ready? Matthew 25, 34 through 36. Then the king will say to those at his right hand, Come you that are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you gave me clothing. I was sick and you took care of me. I was in prison and you visited me.
Oh, you guys, you're gonna make me cry.
I know. I'm gonna go Misty again. Tell your mama to stop doing that.
Hi.
That was really beautiful. Like it's really beautiful. Way you go,
Love you,
Mom.
honey. I'm so glad you came on.
Me too. I'm so
So
glad to
much.
see the side, like who you really are. I really am. You're a beautiful, a really beautiful soul.
We totally have a Karen out here. We have a Karen. Totally have a Karen.
You got look at you guys, like we're all
Like,
crying over
what?
like
What?
Matthew, whatever, and we got where
Like-
is she? Okay.
What? Have a Karen. Have a Karen. Have a total Karen.
I can't hear her.
What is she
See,
saying?
Wigan.
Look at
I
Elijah.
can't hear it.
He had to come out for the drama.
Eli says this is the first Karen he's met in the wild. This is
That
the
kid is
first
so
Karen I've met
funny.
in the
That's
wild.
funny. That's really funny.
Karen, setting up the X.
I will set it up in a few minutes, buddy. I think how long till your podcast is over?
Oh, we're done
Well,
now. I
we're
gotta pee.
done. We've
I
been
think
done.
that's a good note. We were just saying we're really glad that you came on.
Yeah.
Let's do this Karen thing real quick before you guys hang out.
He loves it now. See, he's all addicted to it. Oh
Hi,
my
sweetie.
gosh.
How you doing? super angry.
She's gonna beat you up.
She's not gonna beat me up. I'm way tougher. I've been in prison. Come on.
You know, the first time we were talking just as friends, you know, I was like, why do you have so many tattoos? And he goes, well, you know, my body is like a work of art, and they're all beautiful. I mean, there's a couple that are, you know, I could do without, but they're all lovely tattoos. And then he goes, also in prison, you don't have much to do.
I mean, that's
This is
real.
another thing, right? So here, I'll give you guys a little hint. Most dudes that are completely tattooed, they're full body, like me. My full body goes from my neck to my toes. All right. So most dudes that do that, it's an intimidation factor. It gets you out of having to fight a lot. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like to get into fights. I used to like to get into fights. I don't anymore. But most people will look at you and go, I don't want to fuck with that dude.
It's
And
true.
you get out of a lot of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, tattoos are in. Girls love it. Girls love tattoos.
I don't. They're gross. They're disgusting.
Fuck you. And then on top of it, there's the intimidation factor where you really don't have to fight if you don't want to. I mean, like, you just gotta look bad. I learned this early on. You look tough, you look badass. Most people don't want any trouble.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
it gets you out of trouble. I mean, it also gets you in trouble because the cops go, "What the fuck? That dude's
Yeah.
that dude's
It could
bad
also get
news."
you in trouble because they want to look cool by fighting you and winning.
Yeah,
Or
but
trying to.
they can try, but they don't.
I in Michigan. I was like saying like for a long time, are you gonna get my name on you? Are you gonna get an L? Will you tattoo a J on me? And then finally, when I was in Michigan and we were at Mike's house, he was like, look, no, it's the curse. He's like, I'm not going to get your name tattooed on me because it always goes bad.
I'm
I think
glad.
that's probably the sweetest thing he ever said to me.
No, I agree. I don't do that.
Linda, I know he's adorable, but he's also a pain in my ass.
He just
Aren't
wants to
they
play
all?
Xbox and eat chicken nuggies.
Aren't they all?
Hi, Linda.
Watch your bowels,
I
buddy.
love that
Canfies.
boy. I love that boy so much.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. He wants to take my hat. I hate my hair right now. I haven't combed it, but
Ooh,
shut up. I'm growing it back out.
you
I'm gonna
are
start slicking it back.
so sexy.
I'm gonna start slicking it back again.
Hey, anyone watching this, hands off. That's mine.
Aw.
His name's Earl. All right, well, we'll let you guys do your.
Well, we're done. When you hang up, I'm actually gonna just end everything right now.
Can I have my hat back, dude? My hair's all fucked up.
Hair.
It's gray hairs. They're Peckerwood Chrome, boy.
You know, I have to tell one story about my boy there, my sweetie, as I call him.
That's
He
Peckerwood Chrome.
came home one day and I go,
Stop picking your nose on camera.
he brought home his school
Stop
pictures.
picking your nose on camera.
He brought home his school pictures and we were like, wow, you look good. He goes, yeah, I look hella cool.
Well, it doesn't look good as this. So I was talking
Touching my nose ring.
I was talking to Eli.
He hates my
nose.
nose ring. He hates
hate
my
it.
nose ring.
Fucking hate it. I
But
really do.
he
I
lets
miss
me
my
wear it.
eyebrow ring.
I
used
want to
to
get
have
my
ring right
eyebrow.
here.
I do want to get my eyebrow.
I had it right
Septum.
here. You can still see the scar where I had it.
I don't know if I
Septum.
can handle a septum.
If you want a piercing, you get a septum.
I don't
Like,
know if I can handle
Other
it.
than that, the other
Nah.
ones are completely. We're gonna keep those off camera. Okay, because your mom's watching. But
Oh,
septum.
nips.
I'm not mad at the Monroe or the Monroe.
Yeah, Monroe's on the
Or,
side.
yeah,
Monroe
Monroe,
snake
no matter the
bites.
I would get snake bites.
I can't
I
think
want
what
a
this
double
is.
vertical
Labray.
labraze.
Labray.
I want a
yeah.
double vertical labraze. All right,
Really?
so you want to hear a story? All right.
Are you done with your cigarette?
It's kind of a long story, but
I'm gonna pee my pants.
You'll just have to come back on and tell the story.
This is a good story. No, this is a good story. You have to hold it. You ready?
Yeah, I've been holding it for like 20 minutes. You guys are
Hold
gonna
it
have.
for 2 more.
I'll be right back. I have to. It's leaking out. I don't have a choice.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. I
Are
can
you
hear
peeing?
Okay.
You're
A little
literally
bit.
peeing.
I
as
had
you
a
talk.
baby. That's what happens.
I had a baby too. He's right there.
Okay, she can hear you.
Okay. Can she hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I was going to get 2 double vertical labret piercings, right? And this is when I lived in Oregon, and I had this piercing shop that I used to go to called Primal. So my buddy George was the owner of the shop. So I went in one day. We got my girlfriend at the time's nipples pierced, and then we left, and she was still bleeding like a week later. So we went back, and George was like, "Oh, well, did you breastfeed when you had children?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, that's the problem. Don't trip. It's not a big thing. It'll go away." And he goes, "Hey, Justin, go sit in the chair." And I said, "Okay." I mean, he said, "Hey, Frederico, go sit in the chair." And I can't do anything about it, brother. So he says, "Hey, Frederico, go sit in the chair." So I said, "Okay, cool." And I'm thinking he's going to do my double vertical abrase. Oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't tell the story. Your mom's watching. Yeah.
And on that note, my mom says, I certified to be a body piercer until I found out I had to look vaginas and one-eyed pirates in the face.
All right. Well, we won't tell the story then, because my one-eyed pirate got a big old barbell through it that day. But
Nips.
No, he does have his nipples pierced.
I always
have my
wanted mine
nipples-
done, but they were too big, so I just
I have my
couldn't do it.
nipples and my penis. My penis and my nipples are both up.
Do you have a Jacob's ladder or just
Sorry,
the?
Mom.
No, I have an apodravia.
Sorry, Mommy.
Do you know what an apodravia is?
I don't know that one. No.
Yeah, it's the worst piercing you could put through your penis.
I would
It
say
is
just go
literally-
through the head, not the.
It's all the way through the head, right through the dead center. It goes right through your urethra, right through everything, through the head, all the way to the bottom.
So
It's
you
a
pee all
barbell.
weird now?
Yes,
No, if
it's
not-
out, yes.
if the barbell's not in, I pee out of 3 holes. But if the barbell's in, when the barbell's in, it doesn't
So
do
what do
that.
you have like a 12 gauge? You're not getting like a big end, right? It's just little.
Well, I pierced it with a 10 and stretched it to an 8 immediately after. So this is what my piercer did. He goes, "Hey, go sit in the chair." And I go, "Oh, cool. We're going to do my double vertical beret." And he had just gotten certified to do apodravias. And he goes, "No, I'm going to do your op." And I go, "What's that?" And he's like, "Pull out your dick." And I'm like, "No, bro. No, we're not doing that." And he goes, "No, come on, pull out your dick."
It's the
And I'm
only
like, "No."
time that's acceptable, huh?
I go, "No, we're not doing that." And he goes, "All right, cool, man." But he had already opened up the package of material, like his
So he wanted to
needle.
practice.
Basically.
It's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to practice.
Do you regret
And-
it or do you like it?
I love it.
Good. Well, that's all that matters then. I
I
mean,
love
you'd be
it.
able to keep it clean. Like you don't have problems with it. Like honestly, though, you don't. That's good.
Never had an issue with
So
it.
he's a good
and
piercer then too.
I
I'm-
never had an
I'm-
issue with it either.
I'm gonna say this, but I don't want to say it with her mom on. So, Linda, please shut your camera off for a second. Shut your camera off.
All right, you've been
Please.
warned.
She said, I have seen a dick or two, duh, but never a
Okay.
3-holer.
Yeah,
The
well, there is a
piercing-
delay. There is a delay. So you're good.
All right, the piercing makes squirters.
Stop! That's enough.
Ooh.
There's
Why
no
is that
plural.
disgusting? That's the
There's
best
no
thing in the
plural
world.
anymore.
Ugh.
Well, no, that was way before you, sweetie. I've had this thing pierced for fucking 20
Let
years.
me tell you something. That's the best thing in life. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it and good for you. So enjoy that. Why would you be?
No, I said plural.
Oh,
Never
I
mind.
thought you don't like that though. That's not your. You don't know. You got to do it.
Don't worry, I'm good. I'm not complaining about nothing.
I'm just saying, like, get it to that point.
It was
And with
it
that,
was a good investment.
I
It was a
love
good-
you, mother.
There. I mean, I can't really. Yeah. All
It
right.
was a
Yeah.
good
So we were crying, and we're gonna end on that note with Matthew, whatever reading. But I guess we'll end on the squirting penis
Squirters.
ring.
Squirters.
Yeah.
We'll end on squirters.
Damn it! Now I feel like we Kevin Bacon back to the fact of why I needed to get laid in the first place.
Mom says she suggests rubber sheets. See, she's one of us. She pretends she's not, but she is.
I
She's
know.
Well, like-
just as filthy as we are, if not more.
That's okay.
She's twisted like us.
I love it. We'll send her a text and we'll be like, look at this. And Mom's like, I don't understand. We're like, because you want us to spell it out and prove that we know what it means?
You know what makes me laugh about your mom is like, she'll be like, oh, like we'll have like full rad conversations, and then like she'll get on video and she'll be like, oh no,
Oh, don't look at me. Yeah.
don't look at me.
She's gorgeous.
She's a beautiful woman. I love her. I
I've
love her,
told-
but she's always very shy on camera.
Mm-hmm. And you're not, we've learned now, Federico.
I don't know. It just kind of felt like we were just kind of bullshitting, like on
Exactly.
a
I know.
freeway with my girlfriends.
Kind of fun, right? And no one's getting the HIV.
What was really good with the kitchen was a really small kitchen in your house. A bunch of dead flowers.
Let me eat your French fries.
No.
All right, ladies.
Well, I successfully
You got-
peed my pants a little bit, so that's good because I held it too long, but that's okay.
It was
Nothing
your
a fresh
turn.
bear
Really?
can't
It was
fix.
your turn.
It was my turn.
Did
Well, I
you really?
sharted the other day. Wasn't that enough?
You sharded
I did.
Started and didn't realize it for a few
on a
minutes.
podcast?
You know what? No.
But we
not-
started
that's
the
too far.
podcast
Not
talking
on the
about it.
podcast, like after. Oh, before. Because
You
I
know-
forgot what you were talking about. And I was like, well, on that note, let's change the subject. I sharted today. That was like,
Realize it.
all right, the bra's off, people. That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
I
It's been a
you.
pleasure, ladies.
I love
It's been a
you.
pleasure.
It was a
Love you
pleasure.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, honey.
She said, thank I said, I love you too. She goes, thank you.
Who, me? I thought you said I love you to Leslie.
I did, but you said
Oh.
thank you.
Yeah, I
She was
just think,
saying thank you for coming on.
yeah.
Bullshit. You're totally coming on to me right in front of my girlfriend. What the fuck?
And her mother.
I think we've talked about everything.
We run the gamut on topics that have
If
nothing to
nothing
do
else,
with
this show is
recovery.
not boring.
You got until this cigarette is done. Until I'm fucking out here. This cigarette. That's it.
Go
That's
set
how
up
I
your
am with
boy's
like my makeup.
Xbox.
Like once I start taking my makeup off
Yeah.
and my colored contacts, which won't come out of my eye.
And those fucking 40-foot long fake eyelashes.
I like my eyelashes.
I like them too, but they're totally fake.
Yeah, they are.
It's like
All right.
fake boobs or
Nah.
fake mustache. Eli says, yeah, fake mustache. Your eyelashes are like a fake
My
mustache.
eyelashes aren't that long right now. This is like normal. I have way bigger ones. Than
I got on the phone with him the other day when I had my fake eyelashes on. He goes, What are you doing? I said, I'm going to go to my gig. And he goes, what date? I said, no, I'm not. I'm not going on a date. I'm going to my gig. He's like, oh, okay.
What if my eyes were this color, like one brown and one? That'd be kind of cool.
What if my eyes were this color?
Oh,
This
shit.
are.
The cops are coming. Look. Oh, shit. The cops are on their way.
Everything's
coming
fake
for
on
ya.
me.
Hey, look. Throw it up, homie.
Hi. Thank you for
Hey,
your service.
that cop was throwing up his gang. He's like, hey, let me throw my gang sign. West Puente, homeboy.
Did he?
West Puente.
Yeah.
He's a security guard. He lives right here in the neighborhood.
I'm gonna get my
All right, I'm signing off.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
ladies. We're gonna go
Bye.
play Fortnite.
Enjoy.
Have fun.
See ya.
Love you, girlfriends.
Love you.
All right.
I
Night,
love
night.
you. I love you.